The increasing digital lending by unregistered and fraudulent apps has been a major concern that has had the government, the Reserve Bank of India, as well as the Enforcement Directorate in a bind. The issue began back in 2020 when instances of high-handed loan recovery methods by these apps that lend to unsuspecting customers at high rates pushed many to suicide. Hello and welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. The Enforcement Directorate had conducted raids at Bengaluru premises of online payment gateways like Razorpay, Paytm and Cashfree Payments in connection with illegal instant loan apps controlled by Chinese people. The culprits were generating proceeds of crime through various accounts with payment gateways. This comes after several complaints of extortion by people who took loans through such apps. The funding and origin of these apps have been traced to China and have also led to investigations by the Serious Fraud Investigation Office, Intelligence Bureau and even RAW. In an investigation, the apps are backed by registered fintech companies that are in turn backed by shell companies, numbering 100 in some instances, seizing Rs 17 crores in merchant IDs and bank accounts belonging to these apps. Hundreds of companies were found operating from a single address in Delhi-NCR and residential areas of Bengaluru. The agency alleges that these entities were controlled or operated by the suspects based in China. They used forged documents of Indian nationals and made them dummy directors. Some of our merchants were being investigated by law enforcement about a year and a half back. As part of the ongoing investigation, the authorities registered additional information to help with the investigation, a Razorpay spokesperson said. At the same time, the spokesperson of Cashfree Payments said, "We have fully cooperated and shared KYC and other details. The authorities were satisfied by our due diligence process. The operations and onboarding processes adhere to the PMLA and KYC directions and we will continue to do so." The entries under investigations were generating proceeds of crime through various merchant IDs or accounts held with payment gateways or banks, and they are also not operating from the addresses given on the Ministry of Corporate Affairs website or registered address, the agency said. The ED probe found these companies had fake addresses. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. Google to accept third-party app payments in India. Google will allow developers of non-gaming Android apps from several countries, including India, to offer third-party payment options under a pilot project. With this recent move, developers will see their service fee of 15 to 30% reduced by 4%. The development follows increased global regulatory scrutiny on Google and Apple over the companies mandating their own in-app billing systems and charging commission on each transaction. LIC seeks deployment of bionic agents. Life Insurance Corporation of India is considering deploying bionic agents to support its agency workforce and boost digital sales capabilities by extending tech support in the form of digital tools and analytics to the agency force. It would help in building the core digital sales capabilities and exploring a win-win model where there is a convergence of digital along with the best human qualities of advice and engagement, said the company. Public sector companies are inefficient, says Maruti Chairman. Maruti Suzuki India Chairman R.C. Bhargava said that the government should not be running businesses as public sector companies are inefficient and need support all the time to grow and need funds from the government for capital investments. Giving the example of Maruti before privatization, he said that a public sector firm is handicapped by the entire environment, such as the limitation of being an instrument of state under the Constitution, as a result of which all the fundamental rights in the Constitution were enforceable against the company. Facebook to soon shut down its neighborhood app. Facebook is going to shut down its hyperlocal feature called Neighborhoods on October 1st. This platform was capable of connecting people with their neighbors, discovering new places in their area and also being part of the local community. Meta has not given a clear reason for this decision, but the company's recent focus on cutting costs could have played some role. China opposes US's $1.1 billion arms sale to Taiwan. China has opposed the $1.1 billion arms sale to Taiwan amid cross-strait tensions. The Chinese embassy in Washington said that China will take necessary countermeasures. It added that the United States interferes in China's internal affairs and undermines China's sovereignty and security interests by selling arms to the Taiwan region. Earlier, the US announced the sale of approximately $1.1 billion in military equipment, including Harpoon and Sidewinder missiles, to Taiwan. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.